Hi everybody, this is Palace of Forest. I am Old June. Today we are talking about 1001 Ukraine nights. When will the Russian-Ukraine war end? News about the Russian-Ukraine war fills the airwaves daily, and the people are tired of this. These two Slavic nations were once united. Why are they fighting so fiercely? Now, U.S. President-elect Trump claimed he can end the war in 24 hours, while President Biden is accused of worsening the conflict. Critics call Biden heartless, questioning his Christian faith. If he meets God, they wonder what kind of place he can go. Ukraine's potential outcomes. Ukraine faces 4 possibilities. 1. Defeat. 2. Territorial losses. 3. Partitioning. 4. International supervision. This is not just a tragedy for a small medium country. Compare it to Singapore. Singapore is a real small nation in the middle of a strategic Strait Malacca. Singapore, guided wisely by the leader, neutral, balanced, and benefiting from global trade. Ukraine President Zelensky, by contrast, has led the nation to destruction. Now, Ukraine was asked by NATO, drafting 18 years old to fight, although Zelensky said he would never agree. Imagine it were your child. How heartbreaking. Has Biden ever considered this suffering? Ukraine, by the numbers. Number 1, population decline. Before the war, February 2022, Ukraine had about 43 million people. Now it's down to 38 million, with 6.8 million refugees aboard and 3.7 million displaced internally. 2. Casualties. Usually a country attacks other normally higher casualties than the country being attacked. Russia reportedly lost nearly 470,000 soldiers, while Ukraine deaths range between 60,000 to 100,000, but it's a likely underestimate. 3. Land and resources. Ukraine is slightly smaller than Texas, with rich farmland, once known as Europeans' breadbasket. Its GDP per capita has dropped to 5,180 in 2023. 4. Corruption. Ukraine has a reputation for corruption. U.S. supplied weapons has turned up in conflicts worldwide. Despite its natural and industrial resources, Ukraine struggled with a rigid system and outdated infrastructure. 5. Post-war scenarios. Experts suggest splitting Ukraine into possible 4 zones. A. Crimea and the eastern Ukraine to Russia. B. Central Ukraine under international supervision. C. Western Ukraine remains independent. D. Odessa and the coast area. If Russia controls all A and D regions, Ukraine could lose its access to the sea, becoming landlocked. Zelensky leadership criticized. Critics argue Zelensky overestimated Western support. He wants to join NATO, and give Russia an excuse to invade Ukraine. Ukraine relying solely on US and NATO's backing, which isn't enough. Henry Kissinger advised in 2014 when Ukraine had a big demonstration in Kiev. Ukraine has been a critical super hot area in Russia. U.S. should deal it with extreme caution. Now, after more than 2 years of war, more than half of Ukrainians reportedly prefer peace, even at the cost of territory. However, Russia seems not interested in negotiation at this moment. A tragedy for the 21st century. The Russian-Ukraine war has shown the world cruelty and the fragility of nations. It's a sobering lesson for 21st century. Thank you for watching. I hope you like it. I see you next time.